I'm offering is the truth. Nothing.
It's Tuesday. Are you ready?
First, I'd like to say peace to the gods.
Welcome
To
to
Truth
Truth
Tuesday
Tuesdays.
with your host, Akeem
Akeem
L.
L.
He knows more than you can imagine.
The truth.
Well, the truth is, you got to get yourself together.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your mind right.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your paperwork in order. The truth is,
Hindsight Radio.
I'm listening, but are they listening?
Hindsight Radio.
What you talking about? Okay. What about Tuesday? Yo, Akeem, pick me up. Yo, turn that on, son.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you'll be able to listen to the show.
At last.
Hindsight Radio.
The truth is, it's Tuesday.
With your host, Akeem L. The truth.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.
This is South Carolina probate code. So the trust code, South Carolina trust code right there. Make sure y'all can see that. Y'all should be able to see that. All right, now I'm not going to read all of this because we'll be here forever. Let's go down here. Here it says role of the court administration of trust. Mostly it talks about, but when you read this code, most of it is talking about revocable trust. Irrevocable is hardly ever mentioned in here. Actually, I didn't even see it reading it. But I just wanted you to see something, why it's important for everyone to be a national. Section 627-403, trust created in other jurisdictions. A trust not created by will is validly created if its creation complies with the law of the jurisdiction in which the trust instrument was executed, or the law of the jurisdiction in which, at the time of creation, the seller was domiciled, had a place of abode, or was a national. Did you see it left national by itself? So it's saying that when a national creates a trust, it is valid across all jurisdictions. Because it said here, the settler was domiciled, so if it's domiciled in that jurisdiction, it's valid. Had a place of abode in that jurisdiction, it's valid. But it said, or was a national. Now you see why it's important to get your nationality created, and that everybody involved should all be nationals, because no matter where you go, they would have to honor your trust.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.
Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Truth Tuesday show with your host, Hakeem L. I have a confession. I wasn't going to do a show tonight. I always lie and say I'm not going to do a show, and I do one anyway. I actually had to do this show because I promised my mother I would correct the record. We did a show. I did a show a couple of weeks ago talking about my experience when I was coming off the streets from selling drugs and trying to, get out of that ratchet life. I was telling that experience, which I've told that experience so many times. And of course, she saw that one show and made it like as if I had left them out of my upbringing. I'm still kind of confused as to why she was so upset about it. I don't know why. They don't listen to the show at all. I mean, they don't support it. But, I'll say this. My parents were great people. Very religious, but great people. They have a religion. I've always told you guys I was raised as Jehovah's Witness. I don't practice that faith anymore because I don't believe its doctrines. They had many doctrines they come up with and had to move the goalposts. The world was coming to an end and they moved the goalposts. It was coming to again, and it moved again, and it's moved, and it's moved so many times. But, that's not the point here. The point is, yes, my parents were great people. They did the best they could to bring me up correctly, according to what they thought was best. Being a Jehovah's Witness, saved my mother's life. She come from a tough background. I won't get into all of that. But my father was a hardworking man. He actually helped me open up both my barbershops that I own. He assisted me with that. So I had something a lot of children didn't have growing up. I had, number one, I had two parents in the home. And my father worked his butt off to take care of us. My mother did too. The only problem if it is a problem, was, I just grew up and I decided that I'm going to make my own decisions when it comes to God. I'm not going to allow my parents or anyone else to define God for me. And I have a right to do that. And you have a right to do that too. Sometimes our relatives, just because you don't have their faith, they believe you're wrong because you don't believe in what they believe, or you don't continue to believe as you were brought up. And how I, look at that, I just look at, how did this work out for me? It didn't work out for me. When I was trying to do all of that, I was always broke, and I always lived in a future that didn't exist. Trying to follow these different doctrines, that are men created for me to believe in. It didn't come from God, because when I actually read the Bible for myself, I saw things differently. And I had a spiritual experience that woke me up. I've told this story before. But to go back to my parents, they were great people. They did a great job. And they still do a great job. They're still together. It did, and I had to explain to me telling that story doesn't take anything away from you as a mother. And I think maybe she's just disappointed that I don't follow their faith that way. I don't follow their doctrines. But, just look at what I'm doing now. I'm helping people. People call me and they seek my advice, and I do the best I can. Now, I am thankful for the way they brought me up because growing up in that religion, it helped me become a public speaker. I could speak to people without being afraid of from being in an audience. And I look at a lot. There's a lot. You'd be surprised how many of your well-known people were ex Jehovah's Witnesses. A lot of Charlemagne the God was raised that way. I found that out today just watching the video, and he talked about it. Prince was involved with that organization at one point. Who else? Oh, Michael Jackson, the best pop singer of all time. Yeah. So, everything has its positive side and everything has its negative side, you know? So I just told my mother I would set the record straight for her, ease of mind. The Bible says you must honor thy mother and thy father, and that's what I'm doing. They're great people, great parents, love them to death. We just have a different opinion on religious beliefs. She has hers, I have mine. No disrespect. So, with that being said, what was the religious experience that I broke out of? I broke out of that is one day I was having a moment, come to Jesus or come to God moment. I was cussing out God. I was saying everything. I was like, man, I'm tired of this. You know what? And I cussed God. I used the F word. I dropped every cuss word you can to what I thought was God. And in a moment, and I asked for the truth came and said, and I said, I want the truth. I don't want to hear the effing truth from anybody but you. Then that moment I left those words left my lips, a voice went off in my head and said, you don't know the truth because the truth comes from someone else. Someone told you what to believe in and you believed in that. And it was in that moment, it was like a rush of understanding, knowing what my issue was. And I was like, oh, that's it. That's the problem. I believe in a God someone created for me or gave me in a magazine and said, this is God. I didn't come to the divine spiritual awakening on my, prior to that on my own. Someone was saying, this is God and you better believe this is the right way or you're going to die. You better, this is, if you don't do this, that's it. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it into this new world order, this new system. And they kept saying that over and over. Imagine hearing that as a child over and over and over and over again. The mind conditioning that is. Walking around, always feeling like somebody's watching you for everything you do. And if you don't do it right, they're going to punish you. That's what life was like as a youngster. I'm not blaming this on my parents. They was doing what they thought was best. And, considering where they came from, growing up in the hood, that was a better option. But like I always tell you guys, we have levels to spiritual awakenings, levels to spiritual progress. Sometimes you could be involved in a religion or a faith, but that is just for that time to get you to a point to go to the next level. You have to graduate. Most Christians are sitting in kindergarten still when it comes to Bible understanding, spiritual understanding. They're still talking the same Sunday school rhetoric that they heard when they were children. They're not going into the deeper meanings of what it means to renew your mind, the higher consciousness of your mind. They're not going to and being bold and saying that because they're divine creation of God, that they are God. I mean, the very Bible that they preach from says it. See, they're not going that far. They're still stuck in old-timey teachings. Wait on the Lord till your day comes. Wait until he destroys everybody, and I'm going to leave you as the earth and the inheritor. And the list goes on and on of these doctrines that are leaving people stuck and not knowing who they really are. Because why? Because their mind is stuck on a future that doesn't exist. See, right now you live in this world, and what you need in this world is funds, money, and peace of mind so that you could pay your bills and take care of your family. And if you don't have that, you're going to have utter chaos in your life. If you don't have the finances, you're not going to have peace in this world. You see? And see, too many times these religions are teaching people how to be broke instead of teaching them how to be prosperous. When the Bible in the very beginning said, be fruitful and multiply and have dominion over all things. That means you must master this world. You're not designed to be complacent. You must meet challenges. Challenges make you better. Nothing good comes without adversity. Because those adversity tests to see how far you really want to go with your progress. If you're not getting difficulties or meeting opposition on your way up, then you're not doing something. That means you're not moving. See, I always know when I'm about to go to a next level, I get attacked from all kinds of ways. And I'm like, wow. But now it's, when it happens, I realize it. But when it happened, a few levels down, it used to bother me. Now it's like, oh, okay. I'm going to another level. This is part of the process. People say and do all kinds of things when they know that you have power. See, the reason why a lot of you are meeting opposition in your life is because people in your life know you have potential, and they don't want you leaving them behind. They want you to be stuck like Lot's wife, looking back like a pillar of salt, stuck in your position. No, you're not here to be ordinary. You're here to be extraordinary. You're here to be a beacon of light to help people see who they are. See, our jobs, once we wake up, we're supposed to be a beacon of light so the other people seeking light could see you and they could emulate that light. No, I don't mean go beating people over the head. Hey, you need to wake up. No, because some of them don't want to wake up. They're still comfortable in their sleep, and we leave them there. We leave them right where they are. Their reality is theirs to have, and you let them have it. If you guys want to get on and express yourselves, 917-832. This is kind of a free-for-all show. If you got anything you want to talk about, we talk about within reason. If I don't want to talk about it, I'm going to shut it down and say, hey, we can move on. But you could try. So dial 563-999-3615 to get on. Already got a call on there ready to go. As you know, I'm this week, no consultations. I got a lot of things going on. Me and the missus, we are heading out. Won't be back until Sunday. We did talk about doing a show from our destination on Friday, so we'll probably do a short show on Friday evening. So look for us. The Akeem and Beth Our Journey show, live from Vegas. Yeah. We're looking to have a good time. We're gonna have a great time. What else I wanted to talk about? got a webinar that I'm putting together, and that's on how to connect, set up your businesses and connect them to your trust. Show how you can have ownership without looking like you have ownership. What else? That's it. I don't have anything. I know I got stuff coming, but it's not ready for me to just talk about it right just yet. But I will tell you guys, make sure y'all, if y'all in my premium membership, get those things done that I got lined up for you to get done. Get them done. Because they are trying to close these doors. They are. So get them done. And if you're not in the membership, go to AkeemMel.com, sign up. Get in the membership. A 4th class will be starting in November. Because the first class, they're finished. They moved on. Great thing about my classes, if after a year you want to stay on, you can stay on for $50 a month and still have access to all of the content in the membership. Who's in the chat? We got Karini. Happy Tuesday. That's a new name. I didn't know. And they also said that was a great show we did earlier, the Brothers Hill Show. Keep in mind that the Brothers Hill Show is in full effect. We have 3 shows under our belt now. Go and check it out. The Brothers Hill. Who else is out there? Ronan Monk. Beth, what's up, babe? What you doing? How you doing? C King Bay. 75816. Justice Born. Peace. He's in the membership. Antonio L. in the membership. Yolanda Dewar, premium member. Antonio L. said that was a nice show. The show is basically just brothers just getting together and we're talking. Today we talked about health and how health is not just physical, it's mental. How this system has systematically tried to destroy our mental health with the lies and the hate, and trying to tell us we're slaves when we weren't. Jessica Allen, Divine Connection Show. Peace. ADH Trust. Peace. All of those things. They told us, not giving us credit for what we've contributed to society. Mental health. We have to navigate a lot to be who we are. That's what makes us such great people. The stuff we go through and we put up where we're putting up with, and we're still here. They've tried. And every time they try to come at us, it just backfires. I don't know when they're going to learn. Just leave us alone. Just let us be, So, yes, this will be a short show because I got things to do. Let's see. What else? We got some more chat. Matthew Johnson. Peace. That's a new name. Making Mills. Peace. Let's see. Let's go to the phone line. We got a caller. 917-832.
Peace of the God.
Peace of God. What's going on?
What's going on, King? Hey, I've been had that membership, man. I've been had the membership since since you started the show, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
From way back, from way back, man. Also, the national passport is sufficient enough for travel and whatnot, in terms of this real ID situation, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for putting that up there and putting it out there. Just make sure you guys have your feathers on, your religious garb when you take your photo, of course.
That's for those who want to do that now. Yes, you can wear your religious garb when you're taking your photo. They do allow that. Yes,
Hmm.
but you
And
got to have
also,
that in
you know,
your explanatory statements that that's what you're doing.
oh, thank you for clarifying that. Thank you for clarifying that. And of course, you got to put the old account number on there, the social, no more zeros, right? So they know who they're dealing with. You know, like you said before, and make sure that gets processed and everything, and get your travel card and everything like that with that, so you could go about it. You know, travel at your
Now,
leisure.
let me ask you a
You
question.
know.
You said you're in the membership. What's your name? I don't recognize your voice.
Oh, it's James Alfred Bay.
I don't have nobody with that name in my membership.
Brother, I had this membership since before people had memberships. When this went back when the show first about
You talking about
when
the
show
you
first
talking about
started.
the old membership from way back
Yeah,
2015, 16.
Ben had it.
You're
Ben
not
had
in the
it. Yeah,
current
Ben paid
membership.
$50, all that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, that's a whole different life, brother. That teachings are way different now than they were back then.
Mm-hmm.
So what it sounds to me is you're trying to get a consultation on how to do the passport.
No. I don't need a consultation. I just wanted to express that. I thank you for clarifying that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that there's that needed to be clarified what you stated. So that was good. You know, so you put it up there already. You put it out there, so it's already out there for us to expound upon and do that process for those of us who need to be traveling and whatnot. You know, especially during this time, like I said, where they want these real IDs or whatever happens like that. You know.
Yeah, I don't do real IDs.
Do that.
I just use passport as my ID. Now I do have a driver's license, but I don't have real ID on it.
Right. And you put that up there also in terms of the name change or the name correction as well.
Well, what that go? Okay, I'm understand how the name change fits in with the passport.
Oh, how does it fit in?
Yeah. You're speaking as if you know, and I'm trying to clarify. I'm not following you with that.
Well, you want to have that on the record with the county. You know,
have what on the record with the county? I'm trying. You put it together with the passport like they go together or something. Like you do this. That is a process of the name change. And what name change are you specifically talking about? What type of name change?
To my appellation.
Your what?
To my appellation.
Your spiritual name. Is that what you're saying?
Right, my spiritual name. Right.
Yeah. See, you way off, brother. I don't even. That's old teachings. I'm trying to tell you. That's something way back when. If you want to change your name to a spiritual name, that's cool, but that's not the important thing. There's other things that's more important than that when it comes to a name change.
Such as what?
Such as you need to get a consultation, and I'll break it down to you.
Because I'll make sure to do that.
See, brother, I gotta put you out here. You came on here like you knew what you was talking about, but you saying things from like 4 or 5 years ago. And what I'm getting from you, instead of you coming on here being straight with me and saying, oh, listen, I need help with this. This is what I'm not clear on. Then I answer your question. You came in here like you had the knowledge and you don't. It's clear that you don't know. You already know. If you know me, you haven't been around for a long time, and I could tell. If you know me, you know I call people out when they play me like that, right? You know that.
No, it's not about calling you out or not about playing.
Because brother, hold on.
Myself.
What I'm saying is you need help with something. You're trying to understand something. Ask the questions. Do not come on this show like you know what you're talking about and like you're about to teach the people what you're saying because you're misleading right now. Just ask me the question.
I'm not
what
trying
do you
to mislead
need?
Anybody. I'm talking about what the process that I'm doing.
Well, your process is not my process, and I can tell you that right now. It's not. It's not. We're not talking on the same page.
My process is your process, brother.
We're not talking of. I tell you what. If you want a consultation, akemail.com, we can talk about it as a private. Far as name change,
I'll do that.
I've been stopped teaching people change your name to a spiritual name and stuff like that. I don't teach that. It's something more important than that you need to change. And I've talked about it in the show. Your name change should be done to make sure you're not seen as the all caps. That's the name change you need to be working on. And that's the key. That's the key to your freedom right there. All right, brother. I got to move on to the next caller. Peace.
Appreciate
you. All right. 253-476. What's up, Eddie? What's going on?
You must be got ESP, Akeem. How you know that was me?
I know your number, Eddie. You've been calling for years. Okay.
Hey, listen, I just want to congratulate you on your marriage and everything, man. We're wishing you long life and happiness.
Thank you. I did get your donation. I'll get your recording out to you by tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you're busy, man. We ain't in no big hurry. I've been knowing you for over 6 years now. I ain't in no big hurry about anything. Really, just, enjoy yourself, you and your wife, man. Have a good time. Stay safe on your trip over there. And the only thing, I just got one question. Okay. Our membership expired because we was in the first group. Mm-hmm. How do we go about paying the extra $50 per
I have
month
to send you
if we want to
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Eddie, I will send you the link.
Sounds
when I send you your recording, I'll send you the link. Because it's a private link. I don't have it. You can't just go to my website and click it. I have to send you the link. So.
Okay, great.
All right.
Well, stay safe on your trip, man, and have a good time and relax. Calm down and relax.
No, I'm relaxed. Eddie, you already know. Right. Okay, Eddie, you know that is pretty soft compared to what I've used to do. So
I know.
Right.
I know.
Come listen. You know how I am. Come at me straight. You need help, just say what you need help with, and then we could talk. Don't try to come here, and do it roundabout. I can see through it instantly, and I recognize voices. I know voices. Right. That's just one of my things. I don't remember talking.
Right.
All right, Ed.
Okay.
All right, tell your wife I said hello.
All
right.
Okay.
All right, take care. All right, peace. 816-462.
Peace. How's it going?
Going good. How's it going with you?
It's great, man. Much love to you and listening to the rest of the listeners.
All right. Thank you.
I got a question.
All right.
I got a question. It's going to be real quick.
All right.
I want to get into this law. I want to get into what you're teaching.
Okay.
I know it starts with the Constitution, right?
Right.
So when I get online and I'm looking up different things in the Constitution, I noticed that I get they just give me the basics of everything. Like when I applied for I didn't apply, but when I sent off for the publication for my Missouri state constitution, even though it's a book, it just touches on a few basic things. It doesn't give me the whole thing. Now, how can I go about getting
Let me just make sure I clarify what you're saying. You ordered the Constitution, Missouri, right?
Right.
And you said it was just a summary of it?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was thick, but it's not like it's the whole Constitution. I know it's more to it, like the United States Constitution. I'm sure there's more pages of what they're just showing me. If you understand what I'm saying, if you get what I'm saying.
You can go online and look up the Missouri Constitution. You don't have to order it.
Yeah, I've looked it up, and that's what I'm saying. Some things exactly. Some things that I've seen online I've seen it online, but it's not in the book. You see what I'm saying? So, what? Okay, I guess.
Where did you get this book from?
I'm sorry.
Where did you get the book from?
From the state governor office of Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Now, the one I'm looking at online, I'm looking at your Constitution, State of Missouri Constitution, and it's in upper and lower. They don't have it in all caps like most of these states do.
Okay. Right.
I'm trying to read it. They got even a cover letter to go with it. And it's quite extensive. All the articles are there.
Okay.
And this is a self-authenticating copy. So whatever you print this off of the website, they will consider that an authenticated copy.
Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I have one other question.
Yeah.
Now, what legal sites? Like I think there's the what's that? L2 or LII Institute that I see you use a lot.
Oh, that's just when I type up codes, it'll bring up those codes. You just type in a code, and it'll bring a code up. Like you say 26 USC, and that's the Legal Information Institute.
That's okay, exactly. And see, I'm trying to stay away from I want to stay away from the sites that's giving misinformation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's a lot of
that
sites
you
that I
said
ran
that.
across tonight.
I like the fact that you said that. Here's the thing. I get information from people all the time. And it's always some website sharing their opinion about the law. I don't study that way.
Right.
I go to the Constitution or the actual statute that I'm dealing with. And that's how I get my interpretations. I read their rules and then I apply their rules based on what the rules say.
Right.
A lot of these sites give you things to do that's not based in the rules then they wonder why the stuff doesn't work. I really don't like when people send me stuff and I'm listening to someone and they don't even pull up. Like I was listening to something earlier today and the guy never pulled up one law and like he's reading his opinions and then he's talking about the law, but he's not reading the law to compare his opinion to the law and make it right. Like I showed a video earlier reading from South Carolina's probate code, speaking about trust and stuff like that, or trust code. I read that directly from their law, and then I gave my opinion. I didn't go to some guy's website and too many people study like that, and this is why they have problems. Because they study like that. Because they study off of, they're looking for someone's opinion of a law, but they never read the law to interpret that law for themselves. If you study off someone's idea of what they think it is, you're going to have problems. That's why I tell people, that's why I give you the law. Here it is. You read it for yourself. When I told on a passport application, I didn't read from somebody's website. I read from the oath in the passport application that told you exactly how to become a national. You just had to read through the puzzle that they placed down there, but I showed them. Here it is. This is what it says. This is what you need to do.
Got it.
Then if you study like that, you will always come out on top. If you study look, you're trying to understand a system. So how do I understand the system? I go to that system and study its instructions. I don't go look at somebody who made up an instruction manual that's not even part of the system. I don't listen to that. I go listen to this. And then, but the greatest voice I listen to is the spirit that comes down through me, through God. That's another one that I listen to.
Right.
All right.
Okay. That'll work. I appreciate it. Oh, one other thing. When it comes to the different, because I have 3 versions of the Black Laws Dictionary. I have 6, 5, and 8.
Okay.
Now, when I'm looking up words and so forth, does it matter which edition I use to apply what I need? Or
depends on the situation. The older the book, the more you get to the original meanings of those words.
Got you. So instead of going for the newer current one, go for the older one. Got you.
The courts are going by the old definitions and not the new ones. But they give you the new definitions to throw you off.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. That's all I need to know. I appreciate that.
All right. All right, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right, you too. Peace. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. You know, let's see what people are saying. I can answer that one. See, he says, hope all is well. Question for anybody to answer. I mistakenly signed a W-9 form before I first started working at my job. What can I do to correct that? I didn't know any better. You have to go and give them a substitute W-9. You have to replace the form. You got to take the one off record. Now, those forms are not sent to the IRS. The job keeps those on file just in case they get audited. They have to show the IRS that they have that on file. But those are forms that just sits in a file of human resources. But if you want to correct it, you have to give them a W-8. You have to replace the form. All right. Purchase firearm and national passport. I don't understand. Is that a question, Matthew Johnson? Firearms webinar is not on my website. That's over on jtmuse.com, I think it is. Let me make sure that's right. JTMUSE. Yes, jtmuse.com. JT, yes. That's their website. They have that firearms webinar over there. I don't have it on my website. So if you're looking for the firearms webinar, they could actually tell you how to apply for firearms as a national, but it's not going to help you brothers who have been disenfranchised from the system because you have a felony record. It's not going to help with that. That's for people, you got a clean record out there, no problems, and how to not set yourself up as a U.S. citizen on the, when you buy a firearms, you have to fill out paperwork every time you buy a firearm. They have the information because they actually did it. They went in there, bought their firearm, fill out the paperwork properly, and they got it. Took them a second try, but, they got it. Oh, all right, y'all. I am definitely out. It's 7:53. Gave y'all a short show. When I come back, I'll be refreshed, ready to roll. All right. With that being said, peace.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.